Hey guys, welcome back to Mo's Game Table. Today we're going to take a look at War Diary Magazine, issue number 18. This is the latest issue of the magazine that is published by Roy Matheson through Lock and Load Publishing. And I've already talked about this game numerous times on the channel. If you've not seen the other videos, you can go check them out. But again, I strongly encourage you, if you're looking for a war game magazine to check out, definitely look at War Diary. It is just a fantastic magazine. A lot of great articles in it, and you get an additional game with your subscription, which basically ends up to being free magazines and one paid for game, or 3 magazines and 1 free game, whichever way you want to look at it. But either way, it's a fantastic magazine. So let's take a look inside and see what articles we have to look forward to in issue number 18. So in this issue, we have several articles here. The Winter Soldiers, the Battle of Princeton and Trenton, 1776 to 1777 by John Heim. Brotherhood and Unity Review by John Burt. Return to the Rock, Corregidor 1945 by Michael Ranella. A leadership variant for the Napoleonic 20 series by George Kasnick. Adventures in Die Cutting by Andy Lokes. On Gaming, Alternate History and Game Design by Louis Pulsipher. And Taking Cavalry for a Ride, Optional Cavalry Employment in the Atlanta Campaign by Paul Combin. So good array of different articles to look at in the magazine. The Winter Soldiers, Battles of Trenton and Princeton, 1776 to 1777. This is going to talk about this historic period, as well as the game that depicts that, The Day Is Ours, which we did take a look at on the channel here not too long ago. And we've got some ads here, and then we get to Brotherhood and Unity, which was the game from Compass Games last year, which in my opinion was the game of the year for 2020. It's a fantastic 3-player game. You can solitaire it, but it's actually better with 3. It's best, I should say, with 3. You can play it solo, 2-player, or 3-player. The American Return to Corregidor, Michael Ranella, and Mike did a game on that, the Return to the Rock Corregidor, which is now on sale with Revolution Games. So if you haven't picked that up, and there's a look at it right here, you can pick that up in the Revolution sale, which is still ongoing. Then we have a leadership variant for the Napoleonic 20 series, which will give you a little bit of a different aspect to the game if you have that series. Adventures in Die Cutting by Andy Lokes. All of us have at one point or another, I think, tried to create a print and play. There's a lot of print and play games out there. You can actually buy them online, or you can get them from shared on BGG or CSW, and you try to create your own. Or if you need to recreate counters from another game that maybe you've lost, here's some tips on how to do that. And the end result is pretty fantastic. Then we have On Gaming, Alternate History and Game Design by Louis Pulsipher. He's going to talk about alternate history gaming. Then Taking Cavalry for a Ride, Optional Cavalry Deployment in the Atlanta Campaign, which we did already cover on the channel. It's going to give you some steps to do that. There's the Atlanta Campaign. And then we're at the back of the magazine. And that's a look inside issue number 18 of War Diary Magazine, a magazine I strongly encourage everybody to check out. You can go and get an individual magazine itself, or you can get the entire subscription. It's worth the subscription price. I think it's fantastic because you get a free game as well as the 3 magazines per year that come out. But Roy puts a lot of effort into this. He gets a lot of great people to add articles, and there's a wide assortment of them, as you saw here, and they're supporting games that they are publishing through Lock and Load Publishing. The Day Is Ours, as well as the Atlanta Campaign, are talked about in this magazine. So you're going to see not only coverage of other games, but games that have been published in cooperation with Lock and Load Publishing through War Diary Magazine under that umbrella. You're going to see further coverage and some support here in this magazine, which is fantastic. But strongly encourage you to check it out if you've not already done so. It's a fantastic magazine. Everybody I've talked to that followed my advice has come back and said, Mo, you were totally right. It's a great magazine. I really enjoy it. And this is a small amateur publication, so definitely go out there and support it if you want to see it continue. I know I do, and I really enjoy the work they do in this magazine. Well, I hope that helps you guys out if you'd be curious about this one. If you have any comments or questions, post them down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.